sharks. Sharks can actually sniff out the chemicals in the blood to decide whether it's food or not, and the woman on the rise is a part of its diet plan. Frogs and toads can't give you warts, only people with HPV do. You still shouldn't touch one though because the oils and chemicals on your skin can hurt there, so really we're the problem here. If you touch a baby bird, the mother isn't going to reject it because it smells like human, because honestly she would have no way of knowing. Most birds have a poor sense of smell. You still shouldn't touch them because if the mother bird sees you and thinks the nest isn't safe anymore, she'll dip and you basically just kill the baby bird with kindness. Even more animalized that you actually believe in 60 seconds. Wild rabbits don't eat carrots, and since they're high in carbohydrates, feeding your bunny nothing but carrots is like feeding a child nothing but candy for every meal, which is why you should only give it to them in small amounts. You can't give every cat a bowl of milk since most cats are actually lactose intolerant, especially the adults. If a lactose intolerant cat drinks milk, they cause diarrhea, vomiting, and all kinds of nastiness. Turkeys aren't dumb enough to look up during a rainstorm and drown. That myth actually started because of a medical condition called tetanic tortical spasm, which causes turkeys to do weird things like stare at the sky for no reason. But no, they've never drowned by looking up during rain. Chameleons don't change colors to camouflage, they actually do the exact opposite. They use their powers as a mood ring to tell others how they feel. That way an angry chameleon can tell someone to F off.
Black guy gets on his face.
Cheetahs don't run so fast that their brains overheat. They have to stop after 10 to 20 seconds because sprinting at 60 miles per hour takes up so much oxygen that they run out of air. Sloths don't mistake their arms for branches and fall to their death. I mean, think about how that sounds. They have a powerful grip and they're really careful about where they move, which is why they're more likely to die dropping a deuce on the ground than falling out of a tree. So I made a video where I said bears can be as fast as horses and people are either completely shocked or they called cap. Since the only cap is the one on my head, grizzlies can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour, and even though a horse can outrun them in a race, the bear's quick initial burst means it can catch a horse over a short distance. But you don't believe me? That is what a motivated brown bear looks like when it really wants to move, but the nonsense with bears doesn't stop here. They can also climb way faster than you think, and that is not a squirrel on PEDs, that is a bear running up a tree like goddamn Spider-Man. And if you happen to be Michael Phelps, you're not safe either. Most bears, especially polar bears, can swim faster than the best Olympic swimmers. Moral of this video, bears can outrun, outclimb, outswim, and probably outdrink really up for 16
I had to make it a little bit longer.
Nothing about. Because they're basically blind, they can accidentally cannibalize each other. It's called a Mexican walking fish, even though it's not a fish, it's an amphibian. They're found in one place in the world, in Lake Xochimilco in the Valley of Mexico. For some reason, they're able to hit maturity without reaching their adult form. Basically like a caterpillar hitting puberty without becoming a butterfly. This is technically its final form. You can activate it by injecting it with iodine. Because they need humans for this, they almost never grow up in the wild, like Peter Pan but as a feather frog. Those feathers are actually gills that help it get more oxygen. Sometimes they play dead for no reason at all. Its Peter Pan syndrome is called neoteny. It's one of the few animals on a planet that has it. They can regenerate almost any part of their body, including their organs, limbs, and even parts of their brain. They're also 1,000 times more resistant to cancer than mammals. And even though they're basically indestructible and cancer-proof, they're still somehow severely endangered. They're so bad at life, there's more alive as pets than there are in the wild. It's basically a tiger salamanders that evolved backwards. They actually yawn just like people, but when they do it, it's to force more water through their gills to help them breathe better. They're not supposed to be white. The white ones are actually mutated. 18 reasons why platypus make no sense in 60 seconds. It's a beaver with a duckbill with web feet that somehow lays eggs. They also produce milk, but somebody forgot to give them nipples, so they sweat milk through their armpits. They don't have teeth, so they use rocks to chew their food. They're the only mammal that doesn't have a stomach because they lost the genes for it. They're also the only mammals that use the power of electroreception, which is what sharks use to hunt. They can track their prey through their heartbeat because that duckbill can detect electrical impulses. Since they close their ears and eyes underwater, they swim blind and deaf. This is the nonsense they have under their skin. The male